じゃ、ディバイド行きましょうか。ものすごく荒れ果ててます。ニューベガスって、そこまで荒廃したイメージないですが、唯一、このディバイドだけ、3や4のような荒廃感が出ている気がします。なぜか EDE がこんなところに。まあ、エンクレイブのアイボットなのでどこにいてもおかしくないですが。うわぁ、ロケットだ。そこら中に、NCR やリージョンの慣れの果て、マークドマンがいます。突如通信が入ってきました。DLC でたびたび話に出てきた、例の運び屋ですね。彼の名前は、ユリシーズ。第18代大統領、ユリシーズ・グラントから取ったのでしょう。主人公が散々な目にあったのは、全て彼が仕組んだことです。最初の目標は、核弾頭の起爆装置の探索になります。あと、彼がディバイドに残したメッセージを探してみるのが良さげです。ものすごい連射してます。画面ブレで狙いが定まりません。こういう時は、武器を狙います。これが弾頭爆破装置ですね。このように、核弾頭を入爆させられます。いやー、なんちゅうもんを使わせるんでしょう。ユリシーズの残したログです。集めておいた方が、彼のことがよくわかります。何せ、ユリシーズは言い回しが独特すぎて。時折、何を言いたいのかわからなくなるので。あらまあ、えらいこっちゃ。
I don't believe it. Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damn efficiency guidelines. All experiments will... I guess results... I'm starting to have...
EDE を作ったのは、ドクター・ウィットリーという人物のようです。エンクレイブながら、比較的良心的な人物のようです。デスクローですね。何かが走り去っていきました。なんと、デスクローが狩られてしまいました。こいつが超厄介な敵、トンネラーです。攻撃力、防御力が高く、集団で襲ってきます。先行手榴弾で止め、その間に速攻で撃破します。スタングレネードがなければ、フレアガンを使うのも良いかもしれません。このように、強制スタン技も使ってきます。ここは、何度もピンチを救ってくれたホロライフルさんを頼ります。 後ろから襲われました。地中を移動して襲う場合もあります。やっと片付いた、大苦戦しました。トンネラーには、あまり出し惜しみをしない方が良いです。
There you are. You went quiet for a time. Made your way through old world town. For all you've seen behind you, there's worse along and the divide. One of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery.
ディバイドは NCR の補給ルートの一つだったと。
Kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. The tapes. Didn't think those would be found. You know, had tech from the big empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road on its last legs.
この女性はクリスティーンのことでしょう。
Tapes aside, weren't worth the work. If you heard them, nothing but ramblings. Remind.
ユリシーズも随分回りくどいやり方をしますね。
Maybe not. Who's to say? You, perhaps, found them, heard them after a town farther. It had the name, the divide, too. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, all roads lead back to one's home. Home isn't where you were born into this world. Can be a place of mind, a moment. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks. You were the only one willing to make the journey. Can't have been just a job. It means everything. It was you walking that road that kept the divide alive. Chance for a new nation. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not No. NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know. This time you carry the burden. Walk west.
このディバイドはかつては普通の街で、その創設に主人公が関わっていたようです。この辺りは大量のデスクローとトンネラーがいる超危険地帯です。お、なんだあの装置は、気になるなぁ。いじくってみようっと。あれ？核ミサイルじゃ。興味本位で核ミサイルを撃ってしまいました。
Good. You're back online. Listen to me. I've uploaded destination coordinates. You understand me? I know you can.
クーリエルズマイルは、いわゆる超高難易度ダンジョンです。ミサイルサイロに降りていきます。道中は大量のトンネラーが襲いかかってきます。
cracks in the earth, nothing compared to the road before you. This is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work.
なんだって、これを私がやったと。
You delivered a package. Had markings that matched military markings from someplace the bear had set.
西の印、これはエンクレーブですね。
A detonator. You carried that thing to the divide. You brought it here, to the community you built. And you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened. When it did, the divide answered back.
私が起爆装置を持ち込んだせいで、こうなったそうです。
Should have died there, but not. They only take what parts they find in the divide. Maybe they saw the flag on my jacket. Not the name I'd give it. Soldiers of the bear died here. Legion died too. My brothers. Still, none of the people that lived here survived. Yet all revenge isn't the message I have for you. More than that, courier. Machinery. Simple on the outside. Computer parts. Inside. More complicated. Was the only time I'd heard a machine speak. I've walked to the east. Circle Junction. Reno. Vault City. Word a few at Fort Ardash. Fort abandoned. Whatever you saw out there wasn't enough to make you stay.
印が西へ戻るきっかけに
You will. I'll show the Mojave, Bear, and Bull the way of it. What happened here can happen again. You already proved it. What you did in Ashton didn't stop you, though. Like carrying the chip to Vegas. Pieces of the old world like that just needs... Your roads are not done. The way ahead and there. Already heard you once. Still, curious.
確かに好奇心で核ミサイル撃っちゃいましたね。
Isar's orders. Sometime before I realized the why of it. Wasn't just you. All couriers. No telling how many were Legion. Maybe all of them. Wasn't sure about you until the divide. All the NCR burning. That much death. But you killed like NCR. Like Hanlon. With mines. Bombs. If you were Legion, then NCR. I know that now. Doesn't change what was done. Even if you were Legion, you would answer for those deaths by Caesar's law. You know what it was. Had symbols of America on it. New markings. Thought it might be America. It was a piece of machinery. When it spoke, the divide became fire.
整理すると、このディバイドの街は、私が作り、ある時、アメリカの旗のような印のついた起爆装置をうっかり持ち込んだせいで、地下に眠ってた核ミサイルなどが自動的に発射。この場所を家と思っていたユリシーズもろとも爆破。街は滅んだが、ユリシーズの着ていた服にアメリカの印があったことで、機械が彼を救い出し、一命を取り留める。すべての発端は、主人公の好奇心だった、と。とんでもないことやらかしてますね、主人公。
Dad? Hey, Dad! Check out this robot I...
Careful, Tommy.
He's not dangerous.
I don't know.
Please? Yay!
ナバロを目指していた EDE は、昔トミーという子に拾われていたようです。
Next week on Ralphie.
Ralphie, hurry! If Reno General Winners... No! Ralphie, fly far!
Tune in next Saturday for the... Eddie? What are you doing in here all alone? We've got a big
Thought that explosion, that building falling deep in the divide, might have been your... Knew you'd survive, but no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hopeville silo. Needed someone to unlock it, bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough. No need for you to carry it anymore. I can call your machine to me. What's inside that machine? Inside its frame, it carries the message you brought here. The giants here will listen to it. I'll bring the divide to your home, your nation. Let its flag burn, just like you let the divide burn. Big Mountain Access Code, Ulysses. Command override. Navarro. なんと、EDE がさらわれました。かつて私がやらかしたことの追体験をさせる気のようです。ここからは一人です。かなり戦闘が厳しくなります。ユニークデスクロー、ラオウさんです。ここから数分間、ユリシーズのログをすべて再生します。お急ぎの場合、4分半ほど飛ばしてください。
ユリシーズが歴史という言葉に深いこだわりを持っているのが伺えます。ユリシーズのログの話にありましたが、ホワイトレックスが彼の髪型を真似したという話。彼らは尊敬のつもりで真似したが、それはもともと意味のある文化であり、歴史を知らずにその行為に及んだことを、ユリシーズはよく思わなかったのでしょう。つまり、自分のしようとする行動について、その行動の意味をよく理解してから動け、と。そう言いたいのかもしれません。このままだとミサイルが発射されてしまうので、説得を試みます。
So you came, courier. To what? Watch your homeland burn one last time? Kill me, perhaps? Judging by your shadow. Maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. You've answered your own question, and you'll die with... You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a... You brought the Divide to life, courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance. And you brought the West in that package. Destroyed it all. Nearly killed me. Flesh. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even you destroyed a nation taking its first breath. A place that could have been... Not if you believe in what you follow. Kill no courier. Kaiser's words. Other couriers could have been legion, like me. The truth is, you serve nothing, believe nothing. No. Now there is purpose. I believe you. Many messages can be taken from that. Intended. Blame you? No. Learned from you. But you showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for... No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grew after this. Only one flag. No need to destroy the bear. You taught me that at the Divide. Only need... I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back. Yet you follow nothing at all. You have walked the Mojave. Let the shadow of flags fall upon you. Yet walk carelessly. The why of it. You taught me the why of it. If you believe in something enough, you must be willing to let it burn. These governments of the two-headed bear, the Legion, they carry old world ideas into an age that no... comes down to perspective, how far one's walked, and what they've left. If you challenge this moment, let's hear your perspective. If my words are all you have. That question. Either you walked the big empty, you found the last of the holotapes. The words are mine. Whatever answer you think they hold, you're wrong. It was a question. I spoke those words in anger. I did not expect an answer. All was lost. I thought it was the end. Past their graves of failed technology. They had cared about the flag they had followed, and the people have been... But there's no answer in that. I do this because I care. Because I believe it must be. Those are my words. After what happened with the Brotherhood, talking with them, then with the rulers of the Big Empty. But it is their philosophy that was... Those weapons can be used to kill a symbol that has already... Test it, as you test me, as if you believe that there is some other road here. Nothing can prevent what comes. The missiles will launch. These...
変わっていくこと。それが運び屋の選択。
It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here. One buried this place, yet it lived on between us. One may build it again, build others. Your history has proven this here. There's truth in your words, but even if there's hope in change, it may not matter. The divide still stands against us. Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention, in case I could not kill you. The marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers, together, at the divide.
説得に成功しました。ユリシーズの説得は非常に難解で、ディバイドと彼自身の行動を把握していないと、そう簡単に懐柔させられません。 ということで、ユリシーズと協力してマークドマンへ一掃します。これで核弾頭は全て処理しました。
If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you above Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
の犠牲により、ミサイル発射は開始されました。
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
ディバイドの戦いが終わりました。フォールアウトというゲームは自由度が売りですが、それに対する皮肉とも言えるお話でした。
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.